Hi there, it's Henry Perez Alonso again, here with the Take 5 CAMS edition, part 2. That's right, part 2. I had a chance to chat with some of the OGs of the CAMS, but now I'm going to be talking to some of the new Gs. That's right, some new folks that are in here that are planning it. So in this episode, we're going to be chatting with the presidential series from the Aquatics Section that is actually putting on CAMS this year. Really excited to talk with Tara and Colin and my buddy, as always, Ashlee, so that they can kind of share where they're at in this world and how they are maneuvering through life, and more specifically through CAMS. So looking forward to this episode. Thank you to CPRS and the Push to Play Network, who is our sponsor here for the Take 5 Challenge. But I'll be right back with our show. Hi, and welcome back to Take 5, the CAMS edition. Again, you had a chance to potentially, by this point, see the other episode that had some of the OGs. Now we got the new Gs that are here with us. And if you don't mind introducing yourselves, so that 2 to 3 people that are watching, which just may be us later.
I watch this.
Okay, so the 4 of us will be able to watch this a little later. Tell us who you are and where you're at and all that fun stuff.
Perfect. All right. My name is Tara Deffley. I am a recreation supervisor with the city of Petaluma, and I am the Aquatics Section vice president.
Hi, my name is Colin Smith. I work at the city of Fairfield. I'm the president-elect for CPRS Aquatics Section.
My name is Ashlee Winslow. I am a senior services supervisor with the city of Clovis, and I am this year's president.
Well, welcome. And thank you guys so much for taking 5 with me and connecting. As always, the show is just really about connection and how we help each other get better. And we're sitting here, when I say the CAMS edition, we're sitting here at the California Aquatic Management School 2025, right? Which is 25 years.
The
right?
25th year of CAMS, yes.
So happy anniversary first.
Happy CAMS Day, let's be honest. Happy CAMS Day.
Happy CAMS Day, and my apologies for not bringing a gift, but next time.
I'm upset.
Next time. So tell me a little bit something from anyone of you guys. Anyone can hop in, but CAMS. What number CAMS is this for you? What does it mean now that you guys are in your actual leadership positions that you are? How has it helped develop your career? All of the things that you can think of that might have said, this is how CAMS has impacted me.
Sure. I'll go first since you passed the mic off. So I started attending CAMS as a student, as a part-timer in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And so this is, 15 years for me. I definitely haven't been here every year. I've missed a few years in between, but it's definitely been a super valuable experience, meeting a ton of people along the way, networking, all the educational opportunities, and now kind of full circle, being able to help contribute and plan, the experience has been valuable for me just on a personal level, and making friends, and, all the reasons that we're here, right, is to network and learn. And as a student and a professional, I'm just super excited to continue to be involved.
Awesome. Yeah, for me, I think it's about 7 or 8 CAMS that I've been to. I've been involved in help planning about, this would be my 3rd with this new version that we've done. And then I think I helped 2 other times. So it's full circle for me. I remember, I think 2017 was my first one. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, coming to my first CAMS, learning about it at Grand LeBach in one of our old setups. Fantastic time. Heard a lot of great speakers. It's always been a lot of fun. The networking, like Tara says, and the education, which is an awesome benefit as well.
Yeah, ditto. So I probably started around the same time Tara. I just got handed a pool one year and was like, here you go. And so CAMS was really like the best place for me to learn. Just aquatics professionals and getting their insight and skill sets and connections, honestly, was the biggest thing. And then, to now I've made these connections. I've been with these people. They're my friends. They're my colleagues. And then asking them to come and participate has been just a huge honor. So, but yeah, huge. My hair's falling out. I'm going to look like Colin next week. So yeah, I'm not to say I'm ready for it to be done, but I'm excited that it's here, and I'm excited for what we're going to be doing. So yeah.
So how many people are actually registered for this year?
So we have 65 registered. We have about 10 scholarship winners, and then we have a handful of educational professionals who will be here. So overall, we're looking at over 100 people, plus the board plus, you know, just the people that are going to be popping in and out. It's probably well over 100 people in attendance. Yeah.
So how would you feel if I told you that the OGs, you know, the
Mhm.
people who kind of started this, marveled at the fact that the numbers that they are today, like honestly, like when they first started, if they got 60, they'd be like, whoo, that was like huge for them, right? If they got 50, that, you know, whatever it was. How does that make you feel that that was kind of a goal ish? And now you guys are like surpassing that in many ways.
I would say, I think I take a look at last year, although I get the location is probably a premier choice. You know, Huntington Beach, I think we were well over 100 just in registration, but I get it. We were sitting literally on the beach with our garage doors rolled up, and I wasn't even paying attention at the front. I was just like, oh, the beach. It was beautiful. But yeah, it's still great. We're still doing really well. So yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I think one of the things I really like too is that over the past couple of years, we changed the format to make it a little bit more approachable for people to come. And I think seeing those numbers come back to what they were is fantastic. I think we've incorporated some of the changes that we needed to make, and I'm excited for it. But yeah, the destination of Huntington Beach was fantastic. I mean, we had a lifeguard jump out of a helicopter at one point, looked like the A-team or something like that. And now we're in Santa Rosa. It's going to be fantastic too. This is going to be probably the most seamless setup for a community center that we've done. The other one was at a lifeguard station for a beach lifeguard. So it was a different setup.
So talk to me about that. It's like you changed the format. What was it and why did you change the format?
I think a couple of years ago, it was the Aquatics Section board at the time wanted to try something to make it so that more people could go. Mm-hmm. I think the thing with the Grand Lebacan and the Lake Arrowhead status or setup that it was a little bit more expensive. I think
very limiting. We were limited at the numbers that we could bring in.
Yep. And
I think that was a lot of it too. Right. Yeah.
And then just kind of get more people out here was kind of the goal, to get more CAMS information out to more people.
I think that is it. You know, hearing that I think is really cool because, you know, I sat with some of the folks that actually started this thing 25 years ago, and I said, you know, how did it even get started? And they started at a PAPOA meeting and like realizing that, hey, we don't have something here in California. We don't have what we need and what us aquatics professionals need to kind of go in there. And so they saw the need, recognized it, and went for it, right? And I think that the cool part is, you know, within 25 years, you still saw the need. You saw a need to change to you know, help a lot more people. And you're still kind of doing the same things as the originators do, to see a need, fill it, and just go take care of it so that, again, the aquatics side of our house is really schooled up, trained up, and has what they need to be successful. And I just kudos to you guys to kind of recognizing that and kind of being a part of that. And I just want to say thank you to that, because I know I've sent staff here and have had people have some fun with it as well. So good for you guys.
Thank you.
Has there been like a fun CAMS memory that you had, something that was memorable, and the things that you could actually share out loud?
That's a different story.
That's definitely a different story. CAMS is always fun, right? I think that's part of the draw for us to just kind of be with our people for, you know, a significant period of time. I love that CAMS falls in October traditionally, and you always get fun Halloween moments. So I remember one year at the Grand Lebacan in Tahoe, we had Pete and Jim and kind of some more of those OGs, right? But all in costume, right? So it's a very serious moment at times. But when you get Pete in this like crazy mask that people wear in different countries, right? As his, you know, aquatics themed, you know, Halloween getup, also putting people on a mechanical bull. Yep. So every social every year is a little bit different. We're going to do some karaoke this year, so hopefully some good memories. But the karaoke, the mechanical bulls, just all those social hours are always the funnest experiences. And I've definitely got some videos that I'll hold tight.
It was a couple years ago. One for me was the Dodgers were about to beat the Giants in the one of the playoff games. And they're beating us, and Liddy's there, and of course, a huge Dodger fan. Yes. And the second they finished, I turned the TV off, and they're like, "What are you doing, Colin?" I was like, "I don't want to watch the post-game stuff on that." But the camaraderie we build with it all is fantastic. One other memory for me is I remember it was snowing outside one time, or there was snow still, and I ended up putting a bunch of LaCroix, like actual little bubbly waters, in the snow to keep them cold for when I came back. But stuff like that, going to each other's rooms, getting to know each other a little bit more, having Henry may or may not buy us a bunch of drinks. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that before. But all things like that. Just the moment of getting a lot of people at the same direction and what they want to move forward with and learn. It's just powerful and passionate to be in that room and help cultivate that with other people.
So I think I'm going to go with more of an embarrassing moment because these two didn't come to the game. So I'll just be honest and be embarrassed. Well, I will say at conference, I know I'm getting to CAMS. Give me a second. I'm not going to lie. I had a couple drinks and, I met people. Yeah. Hi. Great to meet you. Yeah. Fast forward to CAMS and this lady was like really nice and she acted like she knew me. And I was like, absolutely, I do know you. And I did not. And it took one of my friends to point out like, oh, that's so-and-so, you met them at conference. And I said, no, I did not. I would remember meeting them at conference, obviously. And she's like, yeah, you did. And then proceeded to send me a like barrage of photos of pictures that me and this person took together at conference. So when they came to the CAMS, they did actually know me and I felt dumb. It's okay.
So just a slip in memory. So
it was an accident. I'm sorry. I was having a good time. I met a bunch of people. Sure, I met you. Absolutely. You're my best friend.
So I love those memories. I love all of that because, even coming to the CAMS that I've been able to join in, there always is one thing that happens or one fun event, whether it's the bull riding, you get to see someone they're like, never knew you could ride a bull. That's pretty good. Or the karaoke and like, wow, that person can actually sing. Yes. But the best part is like, that's just the side part. That's just the back part. It's really the education sessions that you guys have had.
And I think the camaraderie on top of that, like where else are you having just aquatic professionals come together to talk about their aquatic professional needs? Like, I think that's the biggest thing is the connections and the camaraderie that you get from this event. Really. I mean, what else?
It helps. It does exactly what I'm, trying to do through the Take 5 challenge, right? We sharpen each other. As iron sharpens iron, you guys are sharpening each other. And I can tell you this, I've never felt safer anywhere than when I'm at with CAMS or with the aquatics professionals. Like if by chance, I stubbed a toe or, had a laceration or had a heart attack, you guys would take care of me. And I think that's the best part to know that you're feeling safe and you've got all those professionals that are right there, which is fantastic. Again, just to check in with you guys. So you now have done this. You've seen who started it. You've been a part of it yourselves. What do you say to the new crew that's coming up, the people behind you?
Start now.
What kind of advice would you have for them?
I mean, I think about like use Gandhi's quote that he said, be the change you want to see in the world. And so empower people that are passionate. I really like seeing people that are the passions coming off of them no matter what they do. I like that because you can cultivate that into a direction of moving the profession forward, moving their skills forward, stuff like that. And I think that's the most important thing we can do. And if they're unsure, I think we could do as a group, all of us should try to find the next leaders, reach out to them, talk to them, mentor them. Because sometimes it's hard to get involved. And at the end of the day, it's someone like Terry DeRosier is the one who got me involved back in the day for NACAMA and stuff like that. So be that person.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, right? Is being that person for others, encouraging them to get involved even at the smallest levels, right? Starting as a student, working my way kind of through the path. There wasn't someone that said, you have to do this, right? But there was someone that said, you should try this, that you should go for this, right? You're qualified to do this. And being able to be that person to encourage those new folks coming through is really important. I think as leaders on a board and, putting this together, being solid industry professionals and supporting each other, that encouragement goes along.
And I would say have those conversations. Don't be afraid to say, hey, what do you think if they're asking the question, the answer is yes. Like, honestly, this is for everybody. Yeah. This isn't just because, I've been in aquatics for 20 years or Tara worked for Red Cross or she's doing pools now or whatever. This is for everybody. Like, you belong here too.
I'm like just blown away by you guys because the fun part is what you're saying and how you're saying it is the same thing that the folks that kind of started this said. And it's unreal. But it's so cool to see that is also the legacy that goes by. That is also the thing that kind of gets passed down is the desire to help, the desire not to just help and put something on, but the desire to help the individual. right? That's how we get better. That's how we get stronger. That's what we do. You know, the better together. All of those things are important, but it's so much fun to hear it kind of ooze out of you guys just as much as it did from them, you know, as they were reflecting on 25 years, as they were reflecting on day one and hearing the same kind of things of the people coming up.
But that's like a testament to what they did, right? Like if that's what their goal was, like, I mean, you probably know Dobson better than any of us, but I mean, he never sat you down and was like, you have to do this. And this is the message I want. This is just naturally what has come about because of what they started. And I am so thankful for them because the education that I've received over the years because of that has been unmatched with any place, there's no other education that I could have gotten other than from here.
And that's it. That's the part, is it's the connection that we have with each other that makes us better. And I love that. And I love the opportunity that you guys had to continue to do this and to, you know, take it to the next place, right? We talk from the beginning to the end and to the future, and you guys are kind of pushing it on. If someone wants to get a hold of you, where can they get a hold of you just to chat and, you know, bring you? Because I know that all of you are open to taking 5 with someone, and I just want to make sure that they know where to get a hold of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first thing for the aquatic section is to follow us on social media. Instagram is probably our most active, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of that. Individually, right, reaching out to us, find us on LinkedIn. Actually, I'm doing a session on Thursday about networking and aquatics, right? So we'll kind of give some of those tools and resources. So find us anywhere online and email us. Don't be shy.
Do not be shy. We are here.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for kind of hanging out with me. I really do appreciate that. I will be back to have some of these final thoughts from the new Gs, as we're going to call them. So thank you again, and we'll be right back. Hi there, it's me again. Take 5 Challenge, CAMS Edition Part 2. Had a great opportunity to talk to some new Gs as they were kind of sharing with their experiences through CAMS, some funny stories, some things like that. But really, as I sit and reflect about what we chatted about, the best part for me in this one was knowing and learning that the essence and the spirit of what was meant to be to start the California Aquatic Management School, to start CAMS, is still intact. That there's still a need for aquatics professionals to come together and sharpen each other, for folks to have a home to talk about and exchange ideas, but more specifically to connect, to network, to be a part of each other's lives, and to know that the new folks that are keeping the tradition alive are solely invested in you, in the professional. And that's the part that I think I take away the most, is knowing how much they are bringing to the table and how much they're so willing to share. I mean, that really, for me, that warms my heart, because I think for the Take 5 Challenge, it really is about making us better as professionals. And they're doing it right here through the California Aquatic Management School, but they're doing it every day on an everyday basis at their different agencies. And I loved how I seen it here, and I love how I saw it with the OGs as they come together to help and sharpen our profession through our different trainings. I just want to thank them so much for kind of coming together and teaching me and reminding me that to continue to give, to continue to serve, and continue to bring the people up with us so that they can take on the legacy of whatever's been started by whomever. Just knowing that we're passing the baton to the next folks so that they can take our profession to the next level. So I love that. Hey, you can find me on Instagram if you want to, shoot me a DM and let me know who you want me to talk to here on Take 5. You can slide into the Take 5 Challenge, Take 5_challenge on Instagram, and shoot me a message. Let me know who you want me to interview, what kind of topics you want on here. But I want to thank CPRS and the Push to Play Network that once again is sponsoring us and taking us to the next level here. So with Take 5 Challenge. So remember, Take 5, go connect with someone. Thanks.